Hello and welcome to another episode of Citadel Guard Adventures. On the previous episode we left off here in Ost Guruth. We are ready to head south to Ost Cyrn to take care of the Orc menace on the area. Before we go there, however, if you see here on my chat window, I was checking some of the scholar recipes that I got on some of the previous episodes. So we have a tailor and woodworker's journal. Nothing too major here. And we have some dyes as well, turquoise, violet, and a greater colorant salt. That's great, but I've never crafted one of these potions, so I don't know how tedious that can be, because I see in there it requires a lot of materials. But if I remember correctly, most of those materials you can get from the supplier anyways. But in that case it would be amazing. So I don't know. Basically, it's the point I'm trying to make. I don't know the specifics of the potion crafting. And since that was a Celebrant potion and not an Atlas potion, I'm not quite interested in learning the craft so far. But anyways, let's continue towards Ost Cyrn. If you remember, we'll need to kill some orcs and wargs and collecting a few things as well. To burn this rotten flesh and corpses too. Bloated corpse, I missed it, this one. And this also seems to be an area, well, not as many scholar artifacts as on Urbinas on the previous episode, but still. So let's try and get that one right away. So there is a bloated corpse in here. I think the artifact we're looking for is also down here, so let's drop, break the leg, and continue looking. Or maybe it's on the other side of the wall. Yeah. Okay, well. The elements we need to destroy are all here on this ground level, so I think we only need to go up to look for the leader of this encampment. I would appreciate if you would get my Gambit Masters. You are messing up my rotation a little bit. Yeah, another artifact to the west. Come on. Okay, they go down. So now we're only missing some corpses, defeating some orcs, Let's take this guy with us to the upper level. Alright. And here. And now you're telling me the base is on the lower level. Oh jeez. I still need to go here for the orc leader anyway, so or at least I think defeat the Tarkib's slaughterer. Yeah, it seems this is the guy we're looking for. Okay, so no, that was not it. But we'll continue looking. Lots of broken legs today. Oh, jeez. Of course. So where is the Tarkib slaughterer? Sure. Here's the last corpse we need. Behind this guy, obviously. Okay, and with that out of the way, we will only need, well, the Tarkib's slaughterer, but we are also missing a few dreadful Tarkibs. The archers. But let us look for this guy. Oh. Let's take care of these archers as well. And all right. That's the one. Okay, here's the guy. Don't know why I missed it. Don't know how I missed it. Yes, yeah, I was right. I still had to come back here. down. Now we're only missing the Orcs. So there are no Orcs on this area. But we can leave these ruins now and start looking for the Orcs. For the Orcs, actually, sorry. So, another broken leg, just to get out of here a little bit faster. Let's go hunt some Orcs. Here's the first one. Right now we don't need to kill spiders, so maybe we can skip that. And instead focus on the Orcs. If we could find some of those. Where are they? Come on. Yeah, this is the tedious part of orc hunting on the lowlands. They are quite scattered across the area. And I really don't want to go back to this little spot in here. There were plenty of orcs in there, if you remember from episode, what, 15 was it? But I really don't feel like backtracking now. Okay, so finally here is another one of these guys. Let us just spam Death Strike in the hopes of completing that class deed today and don't have to bother or worry about it until we get battle memory, but I don't know when that's gonna be. Yeah, I remember this is how I got my class deeds with my first warden, basically spamming the same gambit over and over again until the deed completed, but then you don't create a rotation using all the tools that you have. But that's something that I have been avoiding so far, because we're so close to completing that class deed, and it will get us another trade point, so that would come in handy. Let me show you here. We have skill and power. We're missing just 6 more of those, and that will allow us to complete the tier 1 of the class deeds for another trade point. So I guess we only need to kill 1 or 2 more orcs, spamming that thing to get that done. And we can invest that trade point in extra light damage. That's also be really useful, because as you have seen, most of our gambits already are dealing light damage. Precise Blow, War Cry, Shorty of Death, and I think those are the heavy hitters that we have so far, so it's really worth it to invest on light damage. as a warden. Okay. Here's another work. Let's see if we can maybe get a critical hit with a critical strike. No. That's the annoying part of that deed. Really annoying. And I think that one's gonna get us a while. It's gonna take us a while, I mean. Alright, just one more work, I guess. But where are they? And we're missing 5 to complete a quest. That's it, girlie. Run as fast as you can, man. With me there's no strolls, just going as fast as we can. Come on. Okay, here's one. Let's try to avoid these orcs. And perfect. Perfect, that's it. Skill and power, we have completed class dates tier 1. We've gotten another trade point. This is amazing, this is great. And now once again our class date tab doesn't require us to scroll down to be able to see all that we are working on at the moment. That's another plus. Let's invest this, apply this for light damage. And we're only missing 4 more of these works. They really like to play hard to get, hard to find. But I think there is one nearby. This is one of the few fun spots that I have learned for works in the area. And there you have it. So yeah, imagine how many times have I looked for works on the Lowlands for I to remember this particular spot in here. And imagine how many works have I killed on this spot precisely. This is one of the few reliable spots I have found for works. Almost there, almost there. Another one here, that's great. Perfect. And the last one, I see. Right here. And on our way back as well, so that's great. Awesome. We're ready to return. I don't think this will be enough to get us to level 26. I shouldn't. But I mean, we're halfway through, so like what, 8 or 9 more quests, I guess? Okay, so here's the first one.
Greetings.
A fine collection, one that shall inspire the people assuredly. They will know that this foe can be brought low, and they are the hero, and that you are the hero who has done so. The stretch of road will be somewhat safer, I think, and perhaps we can afford to send runners to Hunofan gathering mounds with supplies for trade. Your efforts inspire and assist us all, Beriathan. And what do we get? This wristband.
What can I do for you?
Though it will travel slowly, the news of your victory will spread, and the eggline will come to know you. I offer you my thanks for all that you have done, and hope that you will continue to aid us into the future. This looks like a good upgrade. Well, we'll get to level 27 to equip the other one that we got. And finally,
Greetings.
we shall see if the orcs are able to rally behind another or if they falter as we hope. Regardless, this has been a great victory. Your deeds will be recounted throughout the eggline and you will be known to all. I offer you my gratitude and the gratitude of my people. We wish to honor all that you have done for us, Beriathan. As we have not much to offer, I hope this will suffice. A javelin, that would be nice. And finally we have this one in here.
What do you need?
You have our gratitude, friend. It pains many to know that the orcs have claimed the lives of many eggline who fought against them. We will breathe easier knowing that the winds will not carry pestilence from the south. Really another one.
Would you do something for me?
Death, pestilence and terror stalk us, Beriathan. Two have been dealt with, thanks to your effort. The third still soars above us with ever watchful eyes. It is the eyes that I want. I speak of the gore crows, the blackbirds with sharp beaks and piercing eyes. They are spies along the road east and west from this place, and they are ever vigilant. Take their eyes and they cannot see, and what they cannot see they cannot spread to their masters, the orc and half-breed. Seek the gore crows along the greatest road, and bring me their eyes to prove that the creatures will no longer speak of us to their fell masters.
Stay a moment.
We had a pen of boars once, poached now by orcs and spiders in the west and south. Frederick means to make peace and asks such a meager price to find that peace. Our stores will not hold long, and we need meat and water soon, or we will face famine. In the east, north of the road, you will find Dolbag and a small encampment of our people. Find and speak with Northrim at this camp and assist him with his tasks. We must be well prepared for this new future. Alright. But I think we're ready now to talk to Hana here.
I don't know anything, I'm sure.
Did Frederick send you? He worries too much now that my sister is away. Ever since I took the statue of the lady, they have treated me differently. Even the visitor in brown robes treats me differently. They fuss about saying that they must protect me. I do not know how they can protect me from my dreams. It is true. I am frightened come the morning. I hear the swamp calling me at night. The woman makes the Nervik in the swamp sing to me. She is trying to bring me to her, and that is why my sister left. To find her and stop her. She is a bad person. I know she means me harm because her songs sing of blood and death. It is the Nervik they sing for her. I don't tell anyone, but I can hear the Nervik singing my name even now.
I don't know if you can help me.
We came upon the maiden in the waters north beyond the wall. She was draped in vines and tattered robes and smiled beautifully before she cringed and shook the waters apart and drove us from the swamp. She cornered me, though for only a moment, before my sister found me, but I saw the hatred in her eyes. She means me harm and sends the Nervik to call me to her. Will you help me? Can you help me? The Nervik are in the east, in the Bloodmire, rubbing their legs and singing the songs she sang to me, calling for me to come. Please, help me. Bring me their legs so that I know they will no longer sing my name. Oatmeal problems.
Help me?
I don't know, maybe we'll go back to the Forsaken Inn. I'm not sure if that's the case. We'll take the quest from Hana and Friedrich, but that quest will basically take us to Evenden, so no biggie here. And here we are at last, with Radagast, the Brown.
Why come you here?
The Eggline let you in, did they? I have been expecting you, though sooner rather than later. You have in fact taken your time. I understand you found something upon Weathertop. This raving, I do believe it is a Gia rune, a mark often used by Gandalf the Great, another of my order. I guessed from the description of those 3 lines that he was at Amansul on October the 3rd, not but a few days past. I too saw the lightning upon Weathertop and feared that Gandalf found trouble there. I have not seen him since we parted at Cyrn's fort, so I can tell you no more of him or his travels. Of this place I can tell you much, but make reason of very little.
Will you help me?
The land itself is turning against us, and I know not the reason why. Even the shepherds are twisted shadows of their former selves. I speak of the bog prowlers, those that tend to the trees. If I can discern what is twisting the shepherds, I might be able to determine what is foul in the land. Bring me the moths that they used to line their nests. They roam the swamp to the east of here. Remember, I do not wish to harm the shepherds, no matter how confused they appear. They are innocent victims of the corruption and know not the harm they do. Alright. So we're ready to go to the swamp now. Let's start working towards the epic once again. So yeah, I always thought it's kinda funny, kinda curious how the epic skips. I mean, the epic is about the Lonelands. It makes you go to the Lonelands, but then it skips most of the Lonelands. The epic would only have you do some things here at Weathertop, vector you to Forsaken Inn, vector you to Ost Guruth, but there is a lot of area the epic doesn't cover. And that is something that caused me trouble the first time I did this. If you remember, I was telling you a couple episodes back, I did this area back when the Lonelands was not free to play, and as such I was extremely under-leveled when I come to this area, and all these enemies, look, I'm level 25, they were a challenge. Well, they are supposedly a challenge now. They were definitely a challenge back then. Being level 22, level 23, trying to do a level 28 area. It was brutal, especially because the bog prowlers, they are in stealth right now. You cannot see them, but they would aggro on you if you are too low of a level. So getting one of these nests basically meant giving it my all as a captain. back in the day, using all the tools that I have to just kill one of the guys. And if you were unlucky enough to have two of those guys aggro on you at the same time, then you were done for. It was really, really hard. Luckily, as I told you as well, there was a sale on the Lowlands shortly after, so I was able to level up and come back here. And this is an area where we will also get our first race deed. We already have here whites in the Lowlands, but we have the enmity of the dead. And that one we are definitely gonna complete shortly. Now the guy that we just passed, it's a new addition to the area, the newest addition, I think. If I understand correctly, this guy was added with the Black Book of Mordor, and what class is sent here for the Black Book? Lore Master? I'm not sure, but he is there to guide you if your class is sent here for the Black Book. As a warden, well, getting way ahead of myself, but as a warden, the Black Book of Mordor is gonna send you to Anuminas, to the Tomb of Elendil. And that is one of the reasons why I chose to do the Gondorian Warden, which is something that I also mentioned on the preliminary wards video. This is one of the many evidences I have Warden is better suited for a man of Gondor. Okay, so we have here a Gaunt War Singer. The Epic is gonna have us kill one of these guys, 3 of these guys shortly, and this was when I was doing this with my captain, a level 23 captain, or 22. That's when I called it quits. I tried many different ways of killing the guy. I was not able to do it. Captain DPS has never been great, and if you are 5 levels below the guy, I don't think you have much hope. Or at least you didn't have much hope back in the day. Alright, so we're missing 3 more nests in the area. Let's see if we can find them really quick. Here's one. I think there was another one here. Yeah. There they are. Perfect. Now we technically could return to Radagast and Hana, but as you see here, we still have some Prevanice pending, and we can also go to Northrim at Dolbaeg and get some quests on the area. But I think Northrim, I think he's gonna send you to kill whites. I'm not sure, so let's double check. Let's start looking for the Crevine. They should be here. I see one on the horizon. Here. That's one. Here's the second one. Let's see if I can find another one nearby. uphill there should be a couple more at least. Happening with distant sphere, but I mean it's the only mastery that's giving me trouble, that it's lagging, so yeah, I don't know what's going on with it. Now, how many Ravine we're missing? 4 more to go. Maybe there's another one here. There should be, right? Or else we can wait for them to respawn. No biggie. Here's Northern.
What can I do for you?
Tenric is a good man and his words are true. We must prepare for the dark future ahead. As my companion Quendreda will tell you, the ruins of Nandelu have grown darker than ever we have seen. My task is mundane but necessary. We require water bladders and food, as moving a large number of people from one location to another may take longer than we have to find new sources of fresh water and food. To make these bladders and feed our people, we will need a creature untouched by corruption. The boars in these eastern stretches will suffice. There are many boars east along the road, but a handful of burrows can be found where the hills rise on the north and south sides of the road. Once again, killing boars.
Might I take a moment of your time?
And collecting the water. Before you leave Beriathan, I would ask one other small task, left over from the last folk who stopped to aid us here. We have some bladders already cleaned and ready for water. I ask that you make your way along the greatest road to the last bridge and fill this bladder with water from Mithadel the Horwell. The bridge has stood through many ages, and we have found that the water taken from the northern end of the bridge is best. Draw the water, then return to me. Quendreda, what do you have to say?
Stay a moment.
The egg line have always kept their distance from Nandelu. The ruins have an ominous feel that cannot be avoided. Since coming to this location, I have fought against some of the creatures there and found that they carry treasures that will bring us much in the way of trade. While you are fighting against these foes, I would ask that you collect these items so that we may earn something from the aid you are providing.
Might I take a moment of your time?
Though I bear a great deal of pride, I can admit that I know fear, and no greater fear has come over me as seeing the master of the ruins. It roams Nandelu with a skeletal wight at its side at all times, and it's itself a creature of extreme terror. Should you happen upon this creature, I would advise running. If you stay and fight and emerge victorious, tell me and I may offer you a reward. The master of the ruins wanders throughout the ruins and is never in one place too long.
Stay a moment.
We know that there are a great number of dead within this place. We have learned of these foul beings from our stone speaker and our friend Radagast. We know that they are evil and that they hate all that live. I must ask that you make your way to the ruins and destroy the dead there, for they are a blight on these lands and should be purged. You will find a great number of these creatures, some bloated, some barely sheathed in flesh, and others bereft of flesh within the borders of Nandelu. Banish them from the ruins, then return to me. So yeah, we have quests to go on and kill the wights on the area, but Radagast is also gonna send us there anyway, so we don't need to worry about that yet. But there's plenty of tasks of wars in here. So we can kill these guys, right? Oh, of course. They like to stun a lot. And as a vengeance, yeah, you deserve that. Totally deserve that. And there was a Crevine over here. Sorry, Craven. I'm not too good with Sindarin plurals, I guess. working here. You see, with just that quick stop over there, we already have 4 pieces of boar meat and boar stomachs. That was great. Now we only need to make our way to the river and collect the water there. But we can also kill the boars. Finish killing the boars, I mean. That'll work? Alright. Didn't remember there were orcs in the area. And maybe we can kill a couple of them to complete the enmity of the orcs. Seeing as we're only 5 away from completing that deed. We can complete enmity of the orcs and enmity of the dead to take advantage of the racial deed slots that we have open. So that's it for Urbanize. Now let's pull some of these works. Here's 1, 2, 3, 4. That should be enough. We should be able to find the last work on our way back. Yeah, they did give us a lot of bleeds and fears. But well, we're only missing 1 work to complete our first racial deed, I believe. So that's great. And we're missing also 1 more boar. And there they are. Let's take care of this guy. Stop with that. Thank you. I'm not gonna bother with you. You can just die. Now, the water, we should be able to pick the water from here, I believe. Let's get that on our quest log. Yeah, it's over here. Yeah. Now we have a nice view of the last bridge in here. And this is a place quite important or prominent in the book, so might as well take a picture while we're here, right? So, you're in the last bridge. Let's see if we can find a good angle for this. Okay. Have a nice close-up, but we also have the Arnorian symbols inside. That should be it. Now we can return to Dolvike and turn this to quests, and then go back to Ost Guruth and turn the quest with Radagast and Hana. That seems like good enough for an episode, right? We're also gonna get our first racial deeds. Let me just check how many are we missing for the enmity of the dead. We're missing 5. Well, we're gonna get that next episode where we will go to Nandelu and start killing whites for Radagast as well. Let us just make sure to find one last work. Ah, there he is. So we're gonna complete the Orcs layer in the Lowlands and the Racial did. So let's go here to check all this with peace. We have Enmity of the Orcs, and we got the trait Man of the 4th Age. We have Orc Slayer in the Lowlands and a new title, Orc Hunter, and that looks good. And we have also a new deed, Orc Slayer Advanced. So here we have now Enmity of the Orcs, yeah, just the trait. We have Orc Hunter, Orc Slayer Advanced, and 10 LOTRO points. And since we have nothing better to slot, let's apply Man of the 4th Age. Gonna give us some extra will.
What do you need?
We have water now to fill our barrels. I am grateful for all that you have done for my people. Here, Beriathan, take this and know gratitude of all the egg line of Ost Guruth. Yeah. This earring looks good. And the javelin also looks really good. But which will give us the better upgrade? The earring, definitely. Level 26, great! And you have acquired Master in Ost Guruth skill, that's great. But let's just do this really quick. I like to get all my travel skills. Travel to personal house. Let's look in here. Travel to Ost Guruth and the milestone skill. Now I might leave this spot open for when we get kindred with Brilliant, as the port there is really nice to have. Well, actually, it's not kindred, it's return to breed. This is a racial trait, but I don't remember which one it is. But we're gonna leave this one open for that, definitely.
How can I be of service?
The bellies will be cleaned and the meat will be cured and salted. I will be able to fill our water barrels and feed my people. You have my thanks, friend. And yeah. Perfect. So let me double check. Yeah, the only skill that we got for getting to level 26 was the master skill. And we can already get the skill to good use. I was planning on using the milestone, but that would be a waste of a cooldown, I guess. It's the same in the end, but getting to use the skill, the first Warden Master, that's awesome. Now, let us equip this earring here. Now we're well over 2k morale, that's great. Now let's go to, well, actually before going to Radagast, let's see if we can do some tasks. Broken wood spears we have. Large finger bones we also have. No? But I mean, we can do basically broken wood spears all the way, but would rather do different tasks so we don't have to come back to this port a lot. Large field of car passes, just 4 out of 10. Yeah, there we go. And I think that's it. Let's turn this in.
How can I be of service? What do you need? What can I do for you?
Alright. Well, these are the quests that will send us to the Earth King. We can, once again, skip this for the time being. Because at some point the Epic will get you there.
Greetings.
Well, the Earth King will get you to Harloek,
Be of service.
the southern area here. The Epic will get you there, and the Earth King will get you there as well. So there's no point in doing those two at different moments. Let's turn this in.
What do you need?
Dead, yes? No more will these eyes spy down on us from above. Can we not find a bit of peace in that? I think that we shall. You have done us a great service once again, Beriathan. There is little else needed for us to become well prepared for what lay ahead. And the necklace. I don't think so, but was the best option. Now here with Hana.
Oh dear.
Hana looks over the legs and casts them into a nearby fire. They are silent now. I cannot hear them chirping. For your help, Beriathan, I wish there was more I could do in return. Please take this with my gratitude. Maybe this. Let's equip the helm, yeah. And the necklace. Yeah, let's equip the necklace. Nothing else that we can do. So let's talk to Radagast and turn this quest in.
You have returned, I see.
You did well. This moss will help me to understand how the evil is tainting the Red Swamp. This is but the first step in determining what caused the shepherds to become confused and irrational. There is more still to do, my friend. It will not be easy.
This reeks of death.
I can smell death in the moss, as if it was plucked from an ancient grave. This stench of decay and evil is not a thing from nature. I believe that the whites are to blame. Whites are the bones of the dead, stirred by fell spirits out of Angmar and Rudal. The wars here long ago made Harkmar as ripe for whites as the Barrow Downs in the west. Return to Harkmar, the swamp in the east, and destroy these foul creatures. If there are whites, I fear there are other fell creatures haunting the swamp as well. For now, though, you need only concern yourself with the whites. So, as you see, Radagast has sent us to kill more whites. We will do that in the next episode and complete the quests in the other side quests that we got for Nandelu as well. And then we will get our second racial deed. But that will be on the next episode. For now, thank you once again for tuning in for today's episode of Citadel Guard Adventures. If you like what you see, leave a comment and subscribe. But as of right now, just take care, stay safe, and I will see you on the next episode of Citadel Guard Adventures.